prepared than I am. What's this game going to be like for you tonight?
Should be a good one. Two really good teams, offensive teams. We know what they can bring. We know they have good players. And for us, it's just being smart with pucks and limiting their opportunities.
What says that to you about Aaron talking about good players?
Yeah, he's highly skilled. Can make a play any direction. You don't even know where it's going across his body, any place. So you just got to play him hard and play him physical.
What's the next step for your line? It was such a great game for your line the other night. Like, do you guys feel like you guys can take it even a bigger step tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just trying to stick with what works, and some nights it clicks and it really you really see the results, and other nights maybe you get the chances they don't always win. So it's just sticking with that same formula. It's not trying to change anything or just kind of stay even keel no matter the game and try and contribute as best we can.
What's it like for you guys to have success off the rush specifically?
I think our speed more than anything. Obviously the two guys I'm with got incredible vision, know how to pass the puck really well. I'm trying to just find open spaces and then make plays using our speed and just getting behind the D.
What's that to you about how William thinks the game sees the game?
You just see how calm he is all the time. You know that he can make plays in tight spaces, in a ton of space. He's going to make the right play, and he's just calm with it. He's never panicking with the puck. He always has that poise. So it's nice to play with, and it's fun to watch.
For you, 3 goals in 3 games, like, do you feel a little extra energy when you're on a bit of a run like this?
I mean, any game, yeah, you score a goal or put one in, you get a little more juice in the legs, I think. But yeah, it's the same thing I said. Like, just trying to stick with what works for me and do the little things right and do the right habits and stick with it and trust that it's going to come.
What's this going to be like tonight? Rangers in town, a couple teams off to hot starts.
Yeah, it's obviously a good hockey club. You look up and down their lineup. They got a lot of firepower offensively, but the way we've been playing right now, I think we addressed some of the things we needed to in video, and we're happy with where our game's at. So if we bring our game tonight, that's just what we got to focus on, and hopefully good things will come.
What do you like the most about the start of the season for this team?
It's just fresh. You know, there's a buzz around the team right now, and you know, we're like I said, we're happy with where we're at as a group with a lot of potential, and it's stepping stones, just one game at a time. So teams like this, when we get to go against some of the top teams in the league, it's a good test for us to see where we're at, kind of a benchmark. So we're excited for the challenge and the opportunity. So yeah, the guys are feeling good right now, and we're just excited for puck drops. Sorry.
What stood out to you about that Domi line the other night?
Just moving their feet. You know, Maxi's obviously a great playmaker, and he's got a wicked shot. So. You know, when he's moving the puck around, that's obviously his strength and stuff like that. But they're buzzsaws. They're all over the ice, and you know, they force plays they force turnovers. They're up in the rush, and they're forcing their D to make decisions and stuff, and they're just kind of relentless. So when you do that stuff, you get under the opposing team's skin, and you know, turnovers happen, and they capitalize on those mistakes. They obviously have the skill to be able to finish and stuff like that. So when they're on, and it's pretty evident.
What do you think's allowed for the chemistry that you've been able to find with David and Ryan so early? Yeah,
and that just goes back to, again, being on the same page with those guys. We know our role, and when you got guys that aren't, you know, they're trying to do too much and stuff like that, then it's just a recipe for success. And we got 3 guys that aren't afraid to go into those corners, and it doesn't matter, you know, there's obviously going to be a guy in the slot. I think 3 of us have the skill to be able to put one in every once in a while. So when you get a couple of us banging down low and you know, just kind of wear their D down, then again, over the course of the game, mistakes will happen, and that's where we jump on those opportunities. So again, as long as we're moving our feet and we're not trying to do too much, winning the blue lines, not turning pucks over and getting pucks in, then you know, our line's doing our job.
How much did it help too that you guys were together through much from the start of camp, really?
Yeah, definitely. The more you play with guys, the more familiar you are with their games. And even today, you know, we just, before the team video, Revo pulled us aside and he said, let's just go over some of our clips from last game. So little things like that, just fine-tuning things and getting back on the same page is key. And you know, if it's going to be a long season, and those are the guys that are going to be going with for a lot of the nights, and it's definitely good to be able to, you know, games are going to happen, mistakes are going to be made, but as long as you fine-tune those and correct those things, and you know, you'll get back.
Did you remember that yearbook picture?
Oh, that's going way back. I'd probably put that. That was probably not the only yearbook I put that in, but that was definitely the goal my whole life. So to be able to be standing here right now in front of you guys is definitely special. So I take a lot of pride in that, and I don't take it for granted.
What was the reaction from your friends when they saw that in the yearbook? Did you get any reaction?
I haven't really checked my phone because it was going crazy for a little bit there, but talking to some of my friends and family, they're like, yeah, it's pretty cool that it has kind of come full circle. So like I said, I'm just I'm not taking advantage of these days, or taking for granted. Sorry, I am taking advantage of these days, and it's definitely cool to be able to pull this sweater over every single day. So yeah, just keep this up.
I meant back when you were in school. Do you even remember, like, were guys like, what are you talking about? Leafs? What are you
yeah. I mean, I think a lot of kids probably might have put that in the yearbook. Yeah.
Okay.
So, it was, especially after a good mini stick game at recess, some of the guys are probably like, who knows, maybe I got a shot. But yeah, no, some of those guys at the time, again, a lot of those guys I played hockey with growing up, and a couple guys made it to junior. So, I mean, it's every kid's dream. So to be able to be standing here right now, like I said, is very special.
Just wish Steven had more energy. No. No, just kidding. What's tonight going to be like? Rangers are off to a good start. You guys are off to a great start. What are you expecting tonight?
Fast, physical game. They have a lot of skill up front. I think it's gonna, depend on how good we are in special teams. I think they have a great power play. So, just trying to stay out of the box and not give them those chances. I think that's gonna help us a lot.
What are you liking about the penalty kill, putting up a big goal the other night? What sort of progress are you seeing on the kill?
Yeah, I think we're doing well. I think we found some chemistry with me and Holmberg, and I think we have some pairings now, and I think it's just been going well. I think we have done a good job of just keeping the seam passes to a minimum, and that's really helped our goalies see pucks well, and so it's been good. We want to keep that going.
Speaking of keeping things going, Austin was saying it felt like a little bit of a weight off his shoulders just to see that first one go in. You've seen him get hot in the past. Like, what's the feel? What are you kind of expecting from your line?
Yeah, I mean, it was a matter of time. I don't think anyone really expected. I guess I was. No one was shocked. Is what I'm trying to say. But hopefully you can get a hot streak here and kind of lead the boys. I think he's obviously been a big contributor every year. So we're looking forward to him. Keeping him doing that. So,
what do you make of his shot? I mean, any mere mortal whips the first one, the play's over.
Yeah, I don't know what defenseman was with me, but me and him had no idea it went in. I think we were all clueless, and he was the only one celebrating for a little bit. So, yeah, it was just in and out, and it was a good snipe.
Saw you working with Paul on your skating before practice yesterday. Have you had to change anything with the weight you put on, or what are you working on? I don't even know.
No, I mean, not really. Just want to keep my posture in a good position. The more I can work on it, the better. And I think that's somewhere I can improve a lot in my game, and I think that's going to help me a lot more. And kind of getting away from defenders and creating space and stuff like that. So, it's a good to work with him.
Yeah, and you're working with John too. Before and after practice yesterday, do you feel like even though you're not living with him anymore, you're still kind of on the JT program?
Yeah, I mean, I try to obviously mimic what he does. He's at the net front on the power play, so just kind of, following what he does. He's been an incredible player in the league for a long time, so it's not a bad guy to follow.
What sort of game are you expecting tonight for the Rangers?
Very good team, off to a good start. Really good power play, skilled players. They got a lot of guys that can make plays and put the puck in the net, and their goaltender is very strong.
Do you look at this as measuring stick games? Is there a way to kind of look at it just based on what they did last year and where they are now?
Yeah, it's a very good team. We're measuring stick. I don't know. I'm not really looking at it like that, but I'm looking at this is a very good team coming in here, and they were a very good team last year. And we need to play a very good game.
What do you like the most about how the Domi line operated the other night?
Good speed. They used their speed well, I thought. Slashing for each other and creating space, and had some real good ozone time in the game with their abilities, and they capitalized on their chances, and I thought they were solid defensively.
Knies was talking about working on his skating. You mentioned he's such a high ceiling guy. Like, is there an area you in particular are looking for him to focus on as he continues to just keep getting better and better?
Yeah, I always talk when I talk to him or Bobby McMann, it's, being a power forward, getting in on the forward check and creating loose pucks with their bodies and their size, skating strong and getting to the net. I mean, I think, both those guys with the size and the puck skills they have that get to the net, they're going to score a lot of goals around the net. Just out battling people and getting their sticks on things and stuff like that. So, I think they both can still continue to do a better job of getting to the net.
What have you liked about the Lorentz Camford line through this?
Energy and, they penalty kill too, right? The two of them. And, I don't have a problem putting them out there against anybody at times, and they do the job defensively. So, but just, they're a hounding line. They get on the forecheck, and they're big, strong, hard to handle, banging bodies around, creating energy for us, and creating some good ozone time for us.
Steven was saying that Ryan pulled them aside, the two other guys on that line, before the video this morning to go over their clips themselves. You find that they're taking ownership themselves?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They want to keep improving and getting better, and that's important. That's good leadership to do that.
You mentioned just now, Craig, the Knies and McMann and the way they play and what they're capable of. With younger guys like Knies, does it take a while to convince them, if you will, of their strength that they have and what they can do once they realize?
Oh, for sure. I think guys coming from junior or college, and they did things a certain way there because they were just bigger and stronger than everybody. But now they're in the NHL, and there's a lot of big, strong guys. So, this is stuff that we feel as coaches and an organization that this is where we want to see them get to. And it does take time, but it's just repetitive things and talking about all the time and going over it. And he's doing a good job. He's been very impressive for me.
We didn't see Wool out there today. Is that just a scheduled day?
Yeah, mandatory off day today for him. He's been on quite a bit. Take it off, and then we'll get back going.
What do you like about the penalty kill, putting up a big goal the other night?
Yeah, it's great to see. I think the penalty kills, I've been happy for the most part, except we've made a mistake and it's gone in, so cleaning up those little mistakes, which I thought we did a pretty good job of that last game, and I thought we were more disciplined too last game, which helps.